All right, well, welcome to the very first Live It video magazine. And the reason why we're doing this is we have tried over the past several different ways to communicate with our volunteers, with our church partners, with civic groups, anyone who is aware and is working with Live It. And so everyone watches TV, most people are familiar with YouTube, so we're going to start bringing you Live It via this video magazine. About how long is this going to take?
It shouldn't take but a few minutes, maybe 7, 8 at the most.
So if you could hang with us till the end of this, it's not just going to be Paul and Terry talking to you on the screen. We're going to show you a lot of different projects that are happening and all kinds of interesting stuff. So, but now here's the most important thing to keep in mind. This is not HGTV. Therefore, you're going to see some really rough editing and maybe a mistake here or there, so you'll have to forgive us in advance.
But it is reality TV.
It is. See, that's just it. It's all about reality. And that's really what Live It's all about, for those of you who may not have, maybe seeing this for the first time and saying, what is this Live It thing? It's all about living the Word of God and taking care of people by doing what God's called us to do, and that's love our neighbors. Matter of fact, one of the things that I want to share with you is some of the projects that we've done in the past. You know, Live It is really, what, about 22 months old?
Something like that.
We're really a rather young ministry. And yet in that short period of time, we've probably done about 125, 130 projects. Some of these are really significant, and John Hawker will be telling you about one near the end of this where we just completed a home for a widow that had lost her home with the Alabama tornadoes.
John's going to tell it.
Okay, all right, I won't say any more. Thank you. What you're seeing is a map of Sevier County, and the yellow pins indicate projects that were completed that the people that we have helped do not belong to a church or community in any way. The silver pins are those projects that do have a church home. All right, very good. Well, and so what we're going to do is we are going to embark on a small group, what many churches do now very effectively, is bring people into small groups. And if any of you have ever been in a small group, an effective one, you know it's just like family. And most of these folks out there just don't have anyone to care about them.
A lot of them.
So that's what we're going to try to accomplish. And we're going to start with 3 different locations, one in the eastern part of Sevier County, one in the northern part, and one in the western part. And hopefully we'll start to get these people in community, and we'll be bringing that to you as we do it. Now, tell us a little bit about the projects that we're going to be seeing. We got some. Actually, I'll just let you tell us about projects.
Well, projects that, well, like you said, we've done about 120, 130. We probably have another 20 to 30 that need to be done. So we're going to show you a few of the projects that are out there that need your help, actually.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and cut away to that right now.
Linda is a disabled single woman that has had a tragic accident, and in her mobile home she desperately needs a shower that she can get in and out of. The floor's rotting. And this is Audrey. Audrey is a single mom that has a roof that leaks, and she desperately needs help getting that repaired.
So those are some of the projects that we'll be looking at, but we just want to take a moment and give you an update on a project that maybe some of you are familiar with and maybe you haven't, but the project that we entitled Mary's Project down in Alabama, rebuilding a widow's home that didn't have any insurance. Her house was lost in a tornado. The project took 8 days. There were 160 volunteers from 27 different churches, and it truly was something that changed my life and changed the lives of several people that came down. There were volunteers that came from all over the place. There was a group of framers that came down from Sevierville that donated their time. They came in early Friday morning and worked well into the night Friday to be able to get the roof on. And then there was a plumber that came in from Knoxville. He came in over the weekend and worked all weekend, and worked on Monday as well to get the plumbing roughed in. Electricians that came from up here that donated their time. The HVAC guys donated their time and the materials. There was a sheetrock guy that came in at the last minute that God provided that worked well into the night, and just several, story after story of people that came and donated their time. People that came earlier in the week and volunteered, something got to them with the volunteering, and they came back later that week just to put more time in and to be able to just give, to love their neighbor. And so that, as we went through the week, that was just the one thing that kept coming up, is just opportunities to be able to love our neighbor. And so if you can find time to do something or one of these projects, I encourage you to just do that. Call LIVEIT and see what you can do to get involved, as it'll change your life.
Well, that's it, at least for this week. But we're going to be doing this every couple of weeks and sending this out to you so you can see what's happening in your communities, seeing the churches, the businesses, the civic organizations, students coming together, all to love their neighbor and to make change, to affect change right here in our communities. If you'd like to be involved, we would love for you to call the number on your screen or go to our website. I want to thank you all, those of you who have given your time and talents to LIVEIT in the past 22 months. God bless you. We couldn't have done it without you, and we look forward to seeing you at a LIVEIT project.